Good evening and welcome to the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 Qualifier press conference here at the Virtua Motors Arena in Newcastle. I'm joined by head coach of Czechia, Diego Ocampo, and captain Wojciech Ruben. Wojciech, coming to you first. Tough game for you guys tonight. What do you think the difference was between the two teams?
In the end, it was a little bit of experience, a little bit of energy. We came a little bit short-handed. Our roster wasn't what was in our first game. We got a little bit of foul trouble. A lot of young guys. It was their first true test against a really good team, really good physical team. So in the end, we liked energy a little bit. We liked juice, and that's why it was 20 plus points till the point that we could compete on an energy level and effort level. We were hanging there, but after that, too many easy baskets, too many mistakes.
Thank you. And picking up on that physicality, it did look like a physical game out there. Is that something that you expected from Great Britain?
Oh, very much so. In Britain, they're big guys. You know, they have a good tools with physicality. They're quick. They can jump. You know, so we knew it's going to be a big advantage for them. We needed to level it up with effort, but in the end, like I said, we didn't have to do energy to compete and to level it up, especially in the last quarter. So that's why it was 20 plus points.
Thank you. And coming to you, Coach Ocampo, just wanted to touch on the positives that you will take from tonight's loss. Although it was a tough game, but what positives will you take?
We lost, but really we won because we have a lot of young guys. They play with a lot of energy. They have a big opportunity to learn, and we are very proud about this. We are in a process that some guys, they are older, but we are sure that they're going to help us a lot to compete, but as well to give experience to the young guys. And the young guys, they are learning a lot. So we will see in the future if we can do this step. It's not easy, but I think among us, and among the players, I am sure that we will do.
Perfect, thank you. And just wanted to touch on that. You mentioned about the youth within this team. Is that something that you focused on in this window to get them the experience they need?
Yes, we have two important goals. The first is to compete very well and to be in the EuroBasket. Now we are. In the meantime, during the window, we introduced some new players, and now we have this opportunity. So try to introduce a lot because they have this experience. So it's difficult to play a game like this for these young guys because they need opportunity and the basketball is tough. So we have to give them, and they think that they use it very well to learn.
Thank you very much. And now questions from the floor.
So, Coach, what's the biggest lesson that the young guys can bring from this game?
First, the physicality, because they can work, and they should work much more on the court and the weight room. And don't think that because you play some minutes and you are comfortable is enough. It's important that they see they play in another level so you can see what you have to do. And second one is the knowledge. The knowledge that don't use the hands and don't do stupid fouls. Use the body. How we play backdoor when they pressure and don't go to the half court. Knowledge that they can do it. And third one, step by step working, you have to get the respect. Get the respect without Satoraski, without Balvin, without Vesely, without Boita, without Kisling, because we are in another step. And how you get the respect? Not talking, playing well. So they have to know, and we have to know that to get the respect that the European basketball they have to these veteran, experienced guys, they have to work and play well.
You finished the qualification with only 2 wins and 4 losses. How do you approach it? Do you make like a dot line, like that's behind us, just now focus to the future, or you will somehow analyze this whole qualification?
First, we have to make a good evaluation from a lot of things that we can improve and the things that we did well. And second, prepare very well the preparation. So now we start to prepare the preparation. And we will focus about this, not on the European basketball. First, evaluation. Second, prepare the preparation.
Maybe how many players have a shot to get to the EuroBasket? Do you have like 20, 25, maybe more?
For sure, we have to make a list of 24, but to practice, I think that we will have a group of 16, 17 that we can practice well, because we need a good number to practice with intensity, but at least with a goal loading.
Maybe one more question. Can you give us a bit more insight about the Ondřej Balvin situation? What's your point of view about it, if you have something to say about it?
I have one thing to say. I talk only about the players that they are here, that they play. So this is my point of view. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And that concludes the first half of the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifier. We'll be shortly joined by Team Great Britain. Welcome back to the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifying press conference here at the Virtua Motors Arena in Newcastle. Joined by head coach Mark Stutel and captain Carl Wheatle of Team Great Britain. Carl, coming to you first, what was the difference between the two teams tonight?
We wanted to impose our style from the jump. I thought we were very solid defensively. We wanted to finish off our campaign the right way and playing the right style of basketball to finish off this qualifying sequence. I think we did a good job imposing ourselves early. We pushed the pace at the right times, and I think our offense flowed pretty well today. Our turnovers were low, which has been a goal of ours over the last few games. And when we get good shots and we're moving the ball, we have these kind of offensive performances. So a lot to take away from this and a lot to be happy about.
Thank you. And we saw a 32-18 third quarter. What was said at the half by yourself and Coach Stutel to change the momentum of the game?
We knew we had to lock in a bit more defensively. We had given up a few too many easy looks for them in the first half. They hit a lot of tough shots in the second half, and you know, when you're playing international basketball, there's going to be times where you play perfect defense and teams still hit shots. We didn't want to get discouraged from what we were doing. We wanted to tighten up a bit in our defense and our communication. We did that a lot better in the third quarter, and we managed to create the gap that then broke apart the game.
Thank you. And coming to you, Coach, sum up that EuroBasket qualifier for us, please.
Yeah, similar to Carl's statement, defensively, I thought, again, we continue to build and pride ourselves on that side of the ball. And we've got an incredible amount of willingness to defend and buy in on that side of the ball, led by the man next to me. Defensively, I'm running out of words to say to him when he's leading our defense the way he is. There was some possessions there that I want our junior teams all the way down the pathway to look at from somebody who's came through that pathway at every level and shown how you can impact winning and how you can play the right way as a Great Britain basketball player. So it was a team effort and a collective performance. But I'm excited to get back to the hotel and watch this man's defensive clips back, and maybe challenge some of our media outlets to do a highlight tape on what it's like to play defense the GB way. So yeah, I think it was a proud night, a proud defensive performance. I felt that we had contributions and collective contributions from everybody on the roster. And yeah, beyond that, I think it's really positive for us to finish the qualifying campaign 4-2. It's really positive for us to have an undefeated record at home with 2 games here in Newcastle and 1 game against Greece at the Copper Box. And we've achieved half of what we wanted to achieve in this campaign. And the challenge for everybody within our group now is to look forward to the summer.
Thank you. And you mentioned there about obviously the undefeated record at home. What does it mean to have such a great home support both here in Newcastle and in London backing these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything, The guys and I, we always, have some friendly conversations about games in the north and games in the south. I think it was amazing, in that window to have the game against Greece in London. The majority of our squad from in and around that local area. So, for them, their friends and family to have that experience in the last window. And then for us to finish off here in Newcastle, which, I think this is the 8th international game that we've hosted as a club here. And it was a lot of hard work behind the scenes. So, yeah, I think for us, it's really important to play, high-level basketball games at home. It's really important for our British basketball fans to be able to see Carl Wheatle, Gabe Olaseni, Miles Hessen, and everybody else on our roster. It's really important for them to see these guys up close and personal and see what it takes to represent our country the way they do. These breaks in the season, the guys come in, they're carrying knocks, they're carrying niggles, they've got heavy load at their clubs, heavy schedule. This man next to me's got an important game for his club coming up in the near future and in the knockout rounds of a big competition. So I think it shows you, what this program means to them. So the home support was fantastic. Second half, I think the energy in here was really positive. And hopefully we look forward to a really positive summer campaign where, the great British basketball fans can get behind us at home and abroad.
And just touching on the programme, obviously GB basketball as a whole, both teams have qualified for EuroBasket 2025. What does that mean to Great Britain as a basketball nation? Yeah,
I mean, for sure, it's great that the men's and women's team have qualified. I guess, my sole focus is the men's programme. And that's something that, I'm really privileged to work really closely with, Dan Clark, who's the general manager, who has an overview of the men's pathway from U16s all the way through up to U20s. And, we've spent a lot of time, again, looking at players' individual journeys when they've played at different points throughout the pathway. So, I'm really, really proud. That this campaign, we were 4-2. The previous EuroBasket campaign, we were 4-2. So excited for the level of basketball that we have, particularly on the senior men's basketball team. I'm a proud British basketball fan, so for sure I was happy the women's team qualified. I'll be supporting them throughout their campaign. But again, exceptionally proud of everybody associated with our group for us to get a really important win here tonight.
Thank you, Mark. And that concludes, questions from the floor?
Hi there, just a quick one for both of you. Obviously looking back at EuroBasket 2022 and where the programme was and where the programme is today, how would you describe where the programme is today and sort of the journey you've been on?
Looking back to that summer, we've definitely taken strides in the right direction. I think it's definitely been a focus of the higher-ups to put us in positions where we can be successful as a program. And I think over the last couple of years, that's been we've really dialed in on trying to make it a program that benefits the players and that gives us the best chance to be competitive when we get to tournaments. You know, in the past we've been, I don't want to say content, but getting to tournaments was a step for us. Our step, we don't want to be complacent, but we want it so that we are consistently qualifying for tournaments and striving to achieve at these tournaments. You know we're not the highest ranked team or, you know, the biggest names on paper or anything like this, but we don't really care about that. We go in with underdog mentality in every situation, but we thrive off that. And we're leading, we're going in the right direction over the last summer, over these last couple windows. We've shown that GB basketball was moving the way we want it to. We're going in the right direction, and we're aiming to have the best EuroBasket we've had this summer. And I'm saying it now, we're speaking into existence. The summer will show that. We're going to put the work in, and then we're going to go to that tournament trying to achieve and trying to put people on notice that GB basketball is where it needs to be.
Yeah, I don't know how I follow Carl's words, but the guys are locked into that. I think you look at really specific examples where, you know, this summer just gone, we had a summer program that, you know, basketball nations, particularly in Europe, have kind of regularly on the calendar. That was the first one that we've had in an exceptionally long time. And you know, I think you show what that does. It builds continuity, it builds consistency. We were able to play Portugal, Argentina and South Sudan. And I think, you know, I look at Amin Adamu, who on Friday was exceptional. And again, I think this has been a window for him where he's been progressive. And, you know, I think the summer was really, really impactful for him. So not just him, he's just one specific example. But yeah, I think where our program hopefully gets to is consistently being at the right level and doing the right things. And we want to make sure that our players, first and foremost, feel like we're doing the right things for them. And sometimes that investment, you don't see the return on that straight away, I think, in elite professional sport. But I see that where this man sat next to me has been in however many windows consistently. I don't want to misquote his achievement. And yeah, the guys fly back from all over the world every single window to be here. So I'm excited about where the program's going. It's been progressive. I think, like I say, the summer program was a specific example of that. And we're looking forward to pulling that together for this summer ahead.
Thank you, Mark and Carl. That concludes the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifying press conference.
Thank you.